Konnichiwa, minasan! So it's been a little while. I've been wanting to make a video about tips about traveling around Japan. So here I am going to give you my 5 tips for traveling around Japan. Number 1, get a JR pass. A JR pass is a Japan Rail pass. It's kind of like a metro pass and a train pass all together. It will get you onto any JR-owned train in Japan. Now you need to get this pass before you go to Japan because foreigners are the only ones who are allowed to get this pass. So you can't buy the JR pass in Japan. So make sure you get it before you go. The passes are available in 7 days, 14 days, and 20-day increments. The 7-day pass is $250. The 14-day pass is $380, and the 21-day pass is $490. Now, I know this seems like a lot of money. It really isn't in the long run, because when we were there, we had actually forgotten our JR passes in the States for the first 4 days. Thankfully, my mom overnighted them, and we were just fine after the 4 days. But within those 4 days, we spent about $20 each day on metro passes. Sorry, my cat just interrupted me. We spent about $20 each day on getting on the metros and traveling around Tokyo. That's a lot of money. Now, we got the 14-day pass, and if you do the math, that's still about 28 bucks a day, because it's about roughly $400. Now, I know that seems off because I said we only spent like 20 bucks a day, but we also took the bullet trains and the long haul trains. She won't leave me alone. She really wants in on this video. Anyway, so we took the bullet trains and the long haul trains. We went to Fukuoka and Kyoto, and we didn't go to Osaka, but we went past it, and we went down that way. And a one-way ticket to that would have been about $150 to $200. So basically 2 rides on the bullet train and our JR passes were paid for. So they are very vital in your trip to Japan. You can also get JR passes in different regions. So for instance, the Kansai region, which is, I hope I said that right, the Tokyo area, you can just get a JR pass for that section, and it's a little bit cheaper. Anyway, more about trains later. Number 2, get a Wi-Fi or hotspot. This was the most life-saving thing that I could have done when we went to Japan. Remember how I said we forgot our passes in America before? Yeah, that was super helpful to have a Wi-Fi hotspot. When I was walking down the street and I needed to call my mom, or I had realized that, we forgot something, like we had also forgotten our Ghibli Museum tickets with the JR passes, I immediately just booted up the Wi-Fi, got on my smartphone, and Skyped my mom and told her, and everything was fixed. We went through Japan Wireless, which I'll include in the link below, or in the description below. Ours was, I think, about 50 bucks for the 2 weeks. It was totally worth it. We used it for Google Maps, so whenever we got lost, we used it, which was, oh, so amazing, because we got lost a lot. Yeah, so, number 3, get a debit card or credit card you know works in Japanese ATMs. We got Capital One 360 card. This baby was awesome. There are no exchange fees. Whatever money we had, perfectly exchanged. Most cards and debit cards now will charge you a little bit to transfer your country's money to another money. So in Japan, American dollars to yen on the Capital 360, there's no exchange fees. There wasn't any ATM fees. It was perfect. So we didn't lose any money. It was awesome. So I highly suggest bringing a little bit of cash and get it exchanged at the airport. The airport has the cheapest exchange rate, so they won't rip you off or anything. They will give you the best deal. So I highly suggest. Plus, you're going to want to probably buy some stuff as soon as you get into the airport if you're nerdy like us, and you're going to want to buy things at the vending machines because, you know, Japanese vending machines are so awesome. So yeah, just bring a little bit of cash to exchange as soon as you get off the plane. It'll save you a lot of stress. Number 4, pack light. If you're going in the summer, pack like a pair of shorts, a tank top, a t-shirt, and maybe a light jacket. And make sure you have shoes that you can walk in. I was really dumb and packed fashionable shoes because I needed to look so good walking around Japan. Just wanted to look so fashionable. Oh my god, I gave myself so many blisters. So just pack a pair of tennis shoes. Buy a cute pair of tennis shoes if you have to, but pack a pair of tennis shoes. My 5th and final tip is to learn a little bit of Japanese and learn a little bit of kana before you go if you can. I know that not everybody can do this, so I'm going to give you my my 3 top sayings that I use in Japan. On a side note, I know like a little bit of basic Japanese, like more than the average person, but not that much. My friend who went with us, he's gonna hate me for telling on him, but my friend who went with us knows, like, he took 3 or 4 semesters of Japanese in college, and so he was pretty fluent. He could speak it pretty well. And so when he would ask for directions, he would speak fluently. However, he didn't really understand what they said back because they would speak back fluently to him. So we would send him off to go get directions, and he'd come back being like, I don't know what they said. And I would go up and I would be like, Harajuku ii desu ka? And like point the direction that we needed to go. Now what I said is Harajuku, yes, like basically like Harajuku, is this good? Or like Harajuku, point to the train, good, yes. And they would go, ee, and I would go, and then get on the train. So that was really helpful. Or they would go, yeah, and say no, and then they'd point me in the direction and show me where I really needed to go. And they might use a little bit of Japanese, which I knew a little bit, so that was helpful. But I can guarantee you, the phrases I'm going to give you, you pretty much will be fine as long as you know basic directions and like how to talk to people and use your fingers or your body language, whatever. So the first one is ii desu ka. Ii desu ka is basically, is this good? Or yes? Like as in yes? Like this is good? And so you can use that for anything. So in other words, you know, like I said, point to the train and say Harajuku ii desu ka? Or Kyoto ii desu ka? Or Inari Shrine, or Inari, oh my gosh, I don't remember the word for shrine right now. But anyway, you know, you can say Inari ii desu ka? They'll know what you mean. That if you're a foreigner, they'll know what you mean. Anyway, so my second one is kind of 2 in 1. So you need to know yes and no. Yes is hi, like hi, but it's H-A-I, so hi, and it's almost hai, so hi. And then no is ie, and it's kind of E-A, but you don't say it that fast. Don't drag it out, just say ie. And they'll totally understand, and you need to understand them saying it. So hi and ie. My third and final phrase is arigato and doitashimashite. So another 2 in 1. Arigato is thank you, and doitashimashite is you're welcome. So these are pretty useful. I mean, you can say thank you and you're welcome, but it's more polite to say arigato and doitashimashite. So those are my 5 tips for getting around Japan, traveling Japan, everything. I'm so sorry that I haven't put up any more videos. We've been so busy with the wedding and getting our photography business been going, which you should check out, Von Medicus Photography, and I'll put a link below. But anyway, if you guys have any questions about traveling Japan, if you have any questions at all, just ask me below and I will get to them as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye!